There's a coffee cup up on the shelf, been sitting there since you left. A little crack runs down the side from all those mornings you were mine. You'd wake me when the sun came through, pour 2 cups like lovers do. We'd sit and watch the morning rain and talk about the years ahead. That coffee cup you left behind still holds a little piece of you. Every morning when I fill it up, I remember what we used to do. That coffee cup you left behind has seen these lonely mornings through. Funny how the smallest things can make an old heart miss you. You always took your coffee black and laughed when I forgot the sugar pack. You tap your fingers on the table while that old radio played. One morning you were gone before I woke. No goodbye written, no final note, just that coffee cup upon the shelf and half a loaf of bread. That coffee cup you left behind still holds a little piece of you. Every morning when I fill it up, I remember what we used to do. That coffee cup you left behind has seen these lonely mornings through. Funny how the smallest things can make an old heart miss you. Years have passed since that morning, and I've learned to carry on. But sometimes when the kitchen's quiet, I can almost hear our song. I could throw that old cup away, but somehow I don't want to. Some things aren't worth much money, but they're worth a lifetime to you. That coffee cup you left behind still holds a little piece of you. Every morning when I fill it up. I remember what we used to do. That coffee cup you left behind has seen these lonely mornings through. Funny how the smallest things can make an old heart miss you. That old coffee cup still sitting there. Every morning I remember you. There's a fence post standing by the field, weathered gray from the years it healed. I carved your name there with my pocket knife, back when we were young and full of life. We'd walk that fence line after dark with a little flashlight and a beating heart. You'd laugh and say I'd gone half crazy for thinking we'd grow old together. Your name is still on that old fence post, though the letters have worn away. The rain came down, the winter's passed, but it never took them all away. Your name is still on that old fence post, like a promise made long ago. I may have lost you to another road, but some old loves never go. We'd sit beneath that cottonwood tree and talk about the lives we lead. You wanted a house with a porch out front, I wanted a farm where the wheat grew tall. We made plans with a young man's heart, never knowing time would pull apart. You left one spring when the fields turned green, and I stayed behind with our old dreams. Your name is still on that old fence post, though the letters have worn away. The rain came down, the winter's passed, but it never took them all away. Your name is still on that old fence post, like a promise made long ago. I may have lost you to another road, but some old loves never go. I went back there yesterday. The field looked smaller than I remember. That old fence was leaning toward the creek, but your name was still there. I ran my fingers over those letters and smiled at the foolish boy I was. He thought a pocket knife could hold forever what life couldn't hold for us. Your name is still on that old fence post, though the letters have worn away. The rain came down, the winters passed, but it never took them all away. Your name is still on that old fence post, like a promise made long ago. I may have lost you to another road, but some old loves never go. Your name on that old fence post, worn by the years, but never gone.
Folks all knew old Walter Hayes by the fence along Route 3. Every spring he'd drive new posts as straight could be. He'd stretch the wire nice and tight, hammer ringing through the air. If a neighbor's fence had fallen, Walter somehow would be there. That fence never leaned through the wind and rain, built with steady hands again and again. That fence never leaned, standing tall and true. Some folks build with lumber, some build people too. One March storm came rolling in, breaking limbs across the road. Half the county woke next morning to fields standing open wide. Walter's truck stayed in the barn. He'd passed the week before, still before the sun was high. Neighbors gathered at each farm. Nobody asked who should begin or who would get the pay. They simply grabbed their hammers the way Walter always did. That fence never leaned, though the man was gone. His way of helping others quietly lived on. That fence never leaned across every field. Kindness leaves foundations that never seem to yield. Now my youngest grandson carries Walter's old claw hammer. He still checks each fence post twice before he drives another. He says, Grandpa always told me a fence should help your neighbor too. I smile beneath my weathered hat, 'cause I know that much is true. That fence never leaned, still lines every field. Not because the boards were strong, but because one heart was real. That fence never leaned long after Walter's days. A good man's work keeps standing in 1,000 quiet ways. The hammer rests, the fence stands straight. Morning comes again. County fair came into town with carnival lights shining all around. There was a little band beneath the tent, playing every love song heaven sent. You wore that faded yellow dress, I remember how you looked your best. You took my hand beneath the lights, and we danced away the summer night. That was our last dance at the county fair. Underneath those carnival lights, I held you close, like we'd always be, and never leave each other's side. That was our last dance at the county fair. Though I didn't know it then, sometimes the sweetest moments are the ones we can't hold again. The fiddle played an old slow tune, while silver stars filled up the moon. You rested your head against my chest and whispered, tonight feels like the best. We bought a little paper heart from a game booth near the parking lot. You wrote our names across the side and tucked it safely by your heart. That was our last dance at the county fair. Underneath those carnival lights, I held you close, like we'd always be, and never leave each other's side. That was our last dance at the county fair.
Sometimes the sweetest moments are the ones we can't hold again. The next morning you were leaving. Your father had the truck packed tight. You said you'd ride when you got there, but we both knew something wasn't right. Years have passed since that September. The fair still comes around each year. I walk beneath those same old lights and wonder if you ever think of me. That was our last dance at the county fair. Underneath those carnival lights, I held you close, like we'd always be, and never leave each other's side. That was our last dance at the county fair. Though I didn't know it then, sometimes the sweetest moments are the ones we can't hold again. One last dance under those lights, one last summer, one last goodbye.
Leaning by the back porch wall stood an old cane fishing pole. Grandpa cut it years before from the river's willow grove. Every June we'd leave at sunrise, walking down the dusty trail. One old coffee can of worms and a bucket with no pail. He'd say fish don't care who's richest, they just bite when time is right. Then we'd sit and watch the water till the fading evening light. That old fishing pole caught more than fish. It gathered quiet moments a boy still keeps. That old fishing pole bent with every cast. Some of life's best lessons never came too fast.
One July I walked alone down the river after work. The pole still leaned behind the porch, covered lightly by the dirt. I'd tied on Grandpa's favorite hook, though the line was old and thin. First cast landed near the stump where we'd always started then. I didn't catch a single fish before the setting sun,
But somehow that old riverbank felt less lonely when I was done. That old fishing pole still knows the stream, holding little echoes of a childhood dream. That old fishing pole still bends today, keeping Grandpa's stories from floating away. Now my little daughter laughs when the bluegills steal our bait. She asks if Grandpa ever fished. I smile and say, every day. She carries home that willow pole, nearly twice her height, already making memories she'll remember all her life. That old fishing pole still reaches far, not across the water, but across the years we are. That old fishing pole, simple, born and true. The finest things a father leaves are the days he shared with you. The river flows, the line grows still, the story carries on. I've been driving since the morning light, with an old suitcase riding by my side. The highway's long and the sky is gray, but I can see my hometown not far away. There's a little church beside the road, where Mama used to watch the children grow. And just beyond that weathered sign is the little house that once was mine. It's the last mile home, the longest road I've known. Every turn brings back memory of the place where I belong. It's the last mile home, and I ain't riding alone. I've got all the years behind me, and the people that I've known. I passed the old gas station sign, where we used to stop for cherry pie. The diner still has the same red door, though the waitress I knew isn't there anymore. There's the baseball field beyond the hill, where my old friends would chase the thrill. We'd play until the evening came, then walk back home beneath the rain. It's the last mile home, the longest road I've known. Every turn brings back a memory of the place where I belong. It's the last mile home, and I ain't riding alone. I've got all the years behind me, and the people that I've known. I thought I'd left that town behind when I was young and chasing time, but you can travel half the world and still hear your hometown calling. So when I see that water tower standing tall above the fields, I know the road is almost over, and my heart can finally heal. It's the last mile home, the longest road I've known. Every turn brings back a memory of the place where I belong. It's the last mile home, and I ain't riding alone. I've got all the years behind me, and the people that I've known. Last mile home, almost there. Old roads, old memories. I'm home. I'm home.
Every evening, just at dusk, Mrs. Green stepped out alone. She pulled a little chain till the porch light softly shone. Folks all thought she liked the glow for the moths and summer air, but every night she faced the road like someone might be there. The porch light stayed on long after dark, lighting up the front steps like a faithful heart. The porch light stayed on every single night. Some folks welcome people home with one little light. across the county line. A pickup stopped beside the gate just a little after 9. Out stepped David in army boots with a duffel on his back. Mrs. Green ran through the yard without looking back. The porch light stayed on all those passing years, guiding one young soldier home through his mother's prayers. The porch light stayed on, shining soft and warm. Home was waiting patiently, safe from every storm. David pulls that little chain. His children ask him why. He smiles but never explains. The porch light stays on by the old front door, welcoming tomorrow like it did before. The porch light stays on for whoever comes. Sometimes love is nothing more than leaving one light on. The light still shines across the yard. Welcome home. Miss Ruby watered flowers every morning before 9. Tin can in her left hand, sun hat pulled down low. The red geraniums by the window, white daisies in a row. She'd wave to every passing truck before they'd even slow. Ruby's window flowers bloom through every year. Folks could find her little house long before they got near. Ruby's window flowers, bright beside the lane. Some hearts welcome everyone without a single name. One hot summer afternoon, the flowers looked dry and still.
Neighbors wondered why her watering can sat still. Little Annie crossed the road, carrying a bucket blue. She watered every flower, just like Ruby used to do. Ruby's window flowers bloom beside the door. Children learned what kindness meant without a single word. Ruby's window flowers never asked for praise. They simply made the whole street smile, day after day. Now every child on Maple Street plants flowers by their door. Ruby's window flowers still brighten up the town. A little love keeps growing, even when we're gone. Ruby's window flowers bloom beneath the sun. Sometimes the smallest gardens touch everyone. The flowers sway another morning, another smile. At 5:30 each morning, old Frank lit the kitchen stove, set the black enamel coffee pot where the fire burned slow. Neighbors never knocked too hard, they'd simply call his name. There was always one more empty chair, and coffee just the same. That coffee pot on the stove never stayed alone. Every cup it poured made another friend feel home. That coffee pot on the stove steamed through winter snow. Kindness has a way of warming more than folks will know. One February morning, the fire wasn't burning bright. The curtain stayed half open long past morning light. Sheriff Dean stepped through the gate with his hat held to his chest. The old pot still sat on the stove, coffee warm as ever yet. No one spoke for quite a while, they just filled another cup. passing it around the table the way Frank always had. That coffee pot on the stove kept the room together. One warm cup and gentle words can outlast stormy weather. That coffee pot on the stove still starts every dawn. Though Frank is long since gone, his welcome carries on. Now his grandson lights the fire before the rooster calls. He pours the first cup just the same, then waits for friends to come. There's a little wooden sign above the kitchen door. Coffee's hot, come on in. Just like years before. That coffee pot on the stove still whistles every day. Some traditions never fade, they simply find their way. That coffee pot on the stove still gathers hearts as one. Sometimes all a town remembers starts with someone saying, "Have a cup." The kettle hums, the door swings wide, morning starts again. Mr. Jenkins checked his pocket watch every day at 3:45. He'd close the ledger, lock the door of Wilson's General Store. The silver case was scratched and worn, its chain had lost its shine. He'd smile and say, "She's slow sometimes, but she's never failed my time." Mr. Jenkins' pocket watch ticked through every year, keeping more than passing time. It kept good folks near. Mr. Jenkins' pocket watch still echoes in my mind. Some things measure life better than the hands of time. One October afternoon, the courthouse clock stood still. Children laughed and pointed up from halfway down the hill. Mr. Jenkins pulled his watch, held it to his ear, then climbed the courthouse staircase like he'd done for many years. The old clock chimed once again, right there over town. Folks below all took their hats as the bells rang out loud. Mr. Jenkins' pocket watch never asked for praise. Quiet hands and steady hearts can guide our busy days. Mr. Jenkins' pocket watch ticked both night and noon, helping keep a little town in its familiar tune.
Now his grandson minds the store, the old watch in his vest. He winds it every morning, just like Grandpa did best. When the courthouse bell rings 4, he smiles without a word. Some traditions never leave, they're simply carried forward. Mr. Jenkins' pocket watch still keeps faithful time, passed from one good hand to another, like an old familiar rhyme. Mr. Jenkins' pocket watch, quiet as can be. A lifetime isn't counted by the years, but loyalty. Tick, tick, the old watch keeps on.
The little white feed store opened every day at dawn. Mr. Harper swept the porch before the sun came on. Nails and wooden barrels, seed corn stacked out back. Farmers gathered by the stove, trading stories and a laugh. That little white feed store stood beside the square. If you needed help or hope, you'd always find it there. That little white feed store, more than wood and paint. Neighbors walked in one by one and never left as strangers. One spring morning, heavy rain flooded every field around. Fence posts floated down the creek, mud covered half the town. Mr. Harper opened wide, though the shelves were running low. Take what your animals need, he said, we'll settle when crops grow. That little white feed store never locked its door. Neighbors paid with honest hands, nothing mattered more. That little white feed store weathered every year, built on simple promises, folks still hold dear. Now the building stands restored, fresh white paint upon the wall. Grandkids gather every June for the county harvest ball. Inside hangs an old broom beside Mr. Harper's hat. No one ever moved them just the way he left them at. That little white feed store lives in every hand, helping one another build this farming land. That little white feed store
saw a town grow strong together when neighbors answer the call. The porch is swept, the sign still swings. Morning comes again. There's a little diner at the edge of town where the coffee's hot when the sun goes down. A bell above the door still rings, and the jukebox plays those old love songs. I take the booth beside the window where we used to sit on Friday nights. You'd steal the sugar from my coffee, and I'd pretend that I didn't mind. At the diner at the edge of town, I still see you sitting there with your blue eyes shining in the neon, and that ribbon in your hair. At the diner at the edge of town, time just seems to disappear. Every cup of coffee brings you closer. Every song says you were here. Mary runs the counter like she always has. She pours my coffee in an old tin glass. She never asks me who I'm waiting for. She knows I've been coming here before. The highway hums beyond the window, headlights moving through the rain. Sometimes I swear I see your old Ford turning slowly down the lane. At the diner at the edge of town, I still see you sitting there with your blue eyes shining in the neon, and that ribbon in your hair. At the diner at the edge of town, time just seems to disappear. Every cup of coffee brings you closer. Every song says you were here. One night I'll leave that window seat and finally walk out on Some places hold more than memories. Some hearts never learn to leave. And that little diner at the edge of town still keeps a part of you with me. At the diner at the edge of town, I still see you sitting there with your blue eyes shining in the neon, and that ribbon in your hair. At the diner at the edge of town, time just seems to disappear. Every cup of coffee brings you closer. Every song says you were here. At the edge of town, where the old lights glow, I still save your seat, just in case you come home.
Every weekday before sunrise, Joe walked down the gravel lane with a dented tin lunch pail swinging by a leather strap. His wife tucked in 2 biscuits, an apple and a slice of ham. Sometimes she'd slip a handwritten note folded small beneath the jam. That old tin lunch pail rode beside his hand, filled with simple blessings for a hard-working man. That old tin lunch pail, worn and scratched with pride, it carried more than supper, it carried love inside. One cold morning at the quarry, Joe retired after 40 years. The men all signed his lunch pail with crooked names and cheers. He carried it back home that day, set it high upon a shelf. His little grandson pointed up and asked, "Can I have that myself?" That old tin lunch pail never held much gold, just enough to feed a man through rain and winter cold. That old tin lunch pail now rests above the door, reminding us that honest work is worth remembering for. Years from now, that little boy will head out before dawn, carrying his grandpa's pail, though grandpa's long since gone. He'll find one folded note inside, written in his grandma's hand. Work hard, come home hungry,
will always understand. That old tin lunch pail still tells its quiet tale, not through words or riches, but through a worn-out handle. That old tin lunch pail, passed from hand to hand, sometimes the finest inheritance is the life of a faithful man. The sun comes up, the road goes on, the lunch pail swings.
Every Sunday before sunrise, Grandma brushed her straw hat clean. Blue ribbon tied around the brim, just as neat as it could be. She'd pin one little daisy on from the garden by the gate, then walk the mile to Pleasant Hill, never once arriving late. Sunday's best hat, worn with gentle pride, not for how it looked, but the heart inside. Sunday's best hat, waiting by the door. Faith was something Grandma lived Monday through before. One bright spring the church bell rang, but Grandma stayed at home. Neighbors filled the wooden pews, feeling something wrong. Little Sarah crossed the yard, holding fresh white blooms. She gently laid them on the brim, there beside the room. Grandma smiled and held her hand without a single word. Sometimes love is spoken best without being heard. Sunday's best hat still rests on its hook, holding quiet stories no history ever wrote. Sunday's best hat, faded by the years, yet every blue ribbon still dries happy tears. Now each Easter morning, Sarah wears that hat, adding one fresh daisy just where Grandma placed it last. Children always ask her why. She smiles and simply says, some things aren't handed down, they're carried. Sunday's best hat still walks country roads, teaching every generation what quiet goodness knows. Sunday's best hat, simple, old, and true. The finest things we ever wear are the lives that shine through. The church bell rings, the morning glows, another Sunday begins.
Every Friday after lunch, old Ben Carter caught the train, not to ride to anywhere, just to watch it come again. He'd sit up on the depot bench, head resting on one knee, waving at the engineer, who'd answer with a friendly beam. That bench outside the depot never stood alone. Every soul who sat there left a little home. That bench outside the depot weathered sun and rain, holding quiet conversations between the passing trains. One bright May the train rolled in, but Ben was nowhere found. The station master tipped his cap and quietly looked around. A little boy named Sammy climbed up onto that wooden seat, waiting for the afternoon train, swinging both his feet. The engineer slowed down that day and sounded one long call. Sammy smiled and waved his cap, the whole town watched it all. That bench outside the depot welcomed young and old. Every face became a story waiting to be told. That bench outside the depot still waits every day, keeping little pieces of the folks who passed its way. Now Sammy brings his grandson every Friday after school. They count the freight cars rolling by like Grandpa taught them to. Some traditions need no books, no speeches or applause, just time enough to share a bench with someone that you love. That bench outside the depot still faces down the track. Some folks leave on passing trains, some memories come back. That bench outside the depot, simple oak and pine, sometimes the richest places never cost a dime. Another whistle, another wave,